Yes, we are ready to go. So thank you everybody for coming. We have Mr. Maddock, who is here from Oakland Technical Campus, the Northeast location. And today he is going to give you a brief presentation about some of the programs and benefits of OTEC. We will be doing a question and answer at the very end, but you can put your questions in the chat at any time, and I will be going through those at the end. So here is Mr. Maddock.
All right, thanks, Mr. Green. Well, good afternoon, Falcons. I recognize some of your names. I know you've already applied to OTEC for next year. Recognize some of the names here in the Zoom. So I'm going to take the next few minutes. I know you guys have been in Zooms all morning, and I'm going to try to get through this fairly quickly so you could end your day of Zooms and still know something about OTEC. So you're going to learn today about 12 different programs that are available at OTEC. Each one of these programs that we offer are going to prepare you for a career that's in high demand, require high skill, and that's what you start learning at OTEC, are those skills. And all of these careers pay a higher than average wage. So we tell students that participate in a career tech program like we offer at OTEC is those students leave high school with a competitive advantage over students that don't. They have a head start on their career. They have a head start on college based on the academics that you're doing at your high school and the knowledge and skills that you learn at the technical campus. Why do students come to OTEC? Well, one of the main reasons over these last few years is that they want to earn a free associate degree through Oakland Community College. We'll talk a little bit more about that today, but 8 out of our 12 programs allow students an extra opportunity where they can actually earn a free associate degree through Oakland Community College. Other programs, students earn a state license. So again, they can start their career getting their state license as a cosmetologist, as a certified nurse's aide. Those state licenses allow students to go right out into their career and start working while they're still in school. All of our programs have state, national, industry recognized certifications. And again, those certifications oftentimes lead to college credit or allow students to gain employment sooner than otherwise and at a higher pay. And again, all of our classes allow students to gain real world experience. So again, that's how students get a head start on a college or career. So these are the 12 programs that are available at the Northeast campus that I'm going to go through quickly today. Automotive technology in the upper left-hand corner, collision repair and refinishing, computer programming, construction, cosmetology, culinary arts and hospitality, cybersecurity networking, engineering, robotics and mechatronics, entrepreneurship, advanced marketing, health sciences, machining, and welding. These are the 12 different programs that are available at the Northeast campus. So again, I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, and I might say something that sparks an interest that you've considered as a possible career. Maybe I'll say something that you've never learned about. And again, you'll have an opportunity to ask some questions at the end. So automotive technology is designed for students that want to go into automotive service. These are all the dealerships last year that students were working at. Students in automotive technology requires 2 years, both junior and senior year, but there's paid internships available in automotive technology. And just this morning, I helped a student from Lake Orion High School apply for 32 credits at Oakland Community College through the automotive technology program. He'd earned enough certifications where he basically earned 32 college credits through the auto tech program. So this class, they're working on steering and suspension, brakes, engine performance, heating and cooling, manual, automatic transmission, all those basic and advanced systems of the car. The other end of our automotive department is the body shop or the collision repair program. So again, students have an opportunity to be out working in an area body shop after they learn their basic skills in class. So this class, students are learning how to restore a vehicle so it looks brand new again. Maybe the car was in a wreck, maybe it hit a deer, maybe it's just starting to rust out or has some body needs. Students in this class learn how to fix those cars so they look brand new again. Computer programming is a class, again, where students are able to earn certifications that equate to college credit. So students have an opportunity to earn certifications through CIW in HTML5, CSS3, JavaScript, and then through Microsoft as a Microsoft Technology Associate. Students are able to earn certifications in Java. So these students are sitting behind a computer, writing code in one of those advanced languages. And again, these certifications allow students to earn college credit in those specific programming languages at Oakland Community College. Our construction class, students actually build a house that a family moves into at the end of the school year. This was the house that was built a year ago, 1,200 square foot home, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and on site there's a 2-car detached garage that goes along with this house. But students need to learn how to read the blueprints. They learn how to use all of the different hand and power tools that are needed in building, both construction and the demolition industry. And again, inspections take place on these houses, just like any other new builds, and students need to be able to pass those inspections. So again, here's a picture of the house that students built a year ago. It's built at OTEC, and then at the end of the year, the house is moved to a vacant lot in the city of Pontiac that a family actually moves into and makes that their residence. Our cosmetology program, we have a full service salon. People come in, they get their hair done, they get their nails done, they have facials. Cosmetology requires 2 years, junior and senior year, plus 2 summer school sessions. However, at the end of that program, students are able to sit for their state board exam and potentially earn their cosmetology license from the state of Michigan. If cosmetology is a career that you've thought about before, waiting until after high school and going to a cosmetology school can cost between $20,000, $25,000, $28,000. So this is something that can be built right into your high school schedule, no money out of pocket, and you earn that same license from the state of Michigan that people that pay that amount of money earn through a private beauty school. Our culinary arts and hospitality programs designed for students that want to work in the restaurant industry or food service, catering. So you can see here, students are in their uniforms. This picture here is from the bake shop area. Here's a picture on our hot foods line where students are using the stoves, the ovens, the grills, the deep fryers to make the main course. This is in the pantry area. A lot of different knife skills are taught. A lot of salads, salad dressings, the cold foods are practiced in that area. Here's another shot of the cold foods area. And just so you know, in a regular year, culinary students every year plan menus, prepare the meals, and serve about 4,000 people during the school year. We have a restaurant that's open to the public. And again, those culinary students are the ones that run that, and we serve about 4,000 people a year. Again, there's national industry recognized certifications called ServeSafe, which launches a student's career or gets them a head start on college. Cybersecurity networking, a change from previous years. We used to offer strictly computer networking. Next year will be the first year that we're adding cybersecurity certifications to that program. So students will start off working toward a networking fundamentals certification. You see that in the upper left-hand corner. Again, that's through Microsoft. It's a Microsoft Technology Associate certification in networking fundamentals. And then they'll focus on cybersecurity certifications through CompTIA, Cisco, some other certifying agencies for students that want to go into cybersecurity. Students in our engineering, robotics, and mechatronics program, these are companies that have hired students before they've even graduated from high school that have gone through the engineering, robotics, and mechatronics program. These are all international, worldwide companies that have come in and hired OTEC students during their senior year. Many of these companies then pay for the students to continue their college education, but these are all international companies that have come in and hired students before even graduating from high school. Why is that? Because students in engineering, robotics, and mechatronics are getting exposed to mechanical, electronics, electrical, hydraulics, pneumatics, CAD and CAM technologies, robotics, all of the technologies that these companies use in their particular setting. These are the different certifications that are available to students. In CAD, the software that students can get certified in is called SolidWorks. There's both an associate and a professional level of certification. And then FANUC, the world headquarters of FANUC Robotics, is in Auburn Hills. So again, students can earn that initial certification through FANUC and then continue their education at OCC, which has a whole FANUC robotics program where students can work there on robotics. Entrepreneurship and advanced marketing for students that are looking to go into the world of business, maybe business management, business ownership, advertising, marketing. So these students are working on customer service, sales, retail management, learning how to wow their customers. So we have an organization in DECA. Students always do very well in DECA competitions. This particular group of students, they worked with the Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union, and they win awards every year in a marketing campaign through the credit union. And from a couple years ago, the CEO of the credit union actually came, awarded students their prize money and their plaques toward that marketing competition. Health Sciences, a very popular program. Again, these are some area business partners where students have participated in internships. I know today, just today, one of our health science teachers was meeting with Rochester Fire and Rescue. We have a current student that is interested in becoming a paramedic. And so they're getting ready to start doing ride-alongs with Rochester Fire and Rescue. So our teacher was actually meeting with them today, getting that student ready to go out on their internship. But students in health sciences, they cover human anatomy and physiology, a college level medical terminology class. They rotate through some different departments down at St. Joseph Mercy Hospital. And then senior year, the goal is to get students out in one of the area partners on an internship. And again, the possibility of earning a state license as a CNA, a certified nurse's aide, is possible there in health sciences. These are some pictures of the CNA lab. Again, students are required to take a state board exam before they can get that license from the state of Michigan. But again, that internship that's required, everything is built right into your high school schedule where you can graduate, take your state board exam, and again, hopefully get that state license where you can begin working as a CNA while you're in school to become a nurse or some other healthcare professional. Last summer, obviously, we were in COVID. The students that participated in their internship, they were all being offered jobs before they even finished their internship because the demand is so high. There's such a high need for CNAs right now in healthcare. Our machining class, high demand, high skill, high wage career path. Students in machining, they learn the bandsaws, the lathe, the mill, the drill press, working their way up to a computer, CNC, computer numerical controlled machine is what it's called, where students actually are programming that computer to do the work that humans used to do. Again, a lot of job opportunities available in machining, a lot of skill required, but a very high paying career. Students start with a piece of metal. They learn how to read a blueprint or an engineering specification, and then use these machines to make whatever is on that blueprint. Finally, our welding program. These are some different business partners that had our welding students last year. Welding students, they're using extreme heat, fire, electricity to bend, manipulate metal, to cut metal, to join it together to make something stronger. That's what welding is. And these are some of the business partners that hired students last year as high school students. Again, here's a student in his welding shield, coat, gloves, doing some welding. Again, here's another picture of one of our welding students. So I know that was a very quick overview, spent about 1 minute per program, but those are the 12 different programs that are available at the Northeast campus. Now, as I mentioned early on, 8 of those 12 programs have what's called an early college option, meaning that you can earn an associate degree through Oakland Community College in one of these 8 programs. So auto tech, collision, computer programming and cybersecurity, engineering, robotics, mechatronics, entrepreneurship, advanced marketing, machining, and welding. These are all part of the Oakland Technical Early College program. What does that mean? So it means in 11th grade, you'd still be taking your classes at Rochester High School just like you normally would be. It means you'd be coming to the tech campus just like you normally would be. However, students in the early college program, they're also taking one OCC class that's counting toward their associate degree each semester. Typically, that class is taught during the evening, but students in 11th grade are actually starting to take classes at OCC. 12th grade, students will still come to OTech just like they normally would. It'd be for the second year of their program. Students may or may not be taking any classes there at the high school, so you may or may not be taking things there at Rochester High, but students are taking more classes at OCC as a senior that are counting toward that associate degree. We move on to what's called your 13th year. You're not attending Rochester High School at all. You're not attending OTech at all. You're full-time OCC, but at the end of that 13th year, you hopefully will have completed all your requirements for that associate degree. And again, no money out of pocket. Your tuition is paid for, Textbooks are paid for. Any fees that are required are paid for. So it's a possibility of an associate degree, no money out of pocket. Just to start wrapping things up, students that come to OTEC come basically from these 5 school districts: Avondale, Lake Orion, Oxford, Pontiac, and Rochester. Rochester is the largest district in the area. Between Rochester Adams, Rochester High School, and Stony Creek, over 200 students every year come to the technical campuses. So again, a lot of students come from the Rochester district, but there will be students from these other schools in all of our programs. 11th and 12th grade students who are on track to meeting their graduation requirements. So right now, as we're halfway through first semester, we're already starting to plan for next school year. So if you're in 10th grade right now, now's the time to start planning for next school year. We have a 2.5-hour block in the morning where students attend from 7:45 to 10:15. They then go back to Rochester High School for their afternoon classes. Or we have a 2.5-hour block in the afternoon where you'd start your day at Rochester High, and then you'd come to the tech campus during the afternoon hours. Rochester does send a bus, both morning and afternoon sessions. Attendance, very important at OTEC, showing up on time, working hard, following directions. Those are the 5 characteristics that get students those internships that I talked about on each one of our programs. So if you're interested in coming to OTEC, we have some upcoming virtual career nights. I'm going to list those dates here. A couple of them have already passed. However, tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, we're highlighting our health sciences program. So if you're thinking health sciences, tomorrow night at 6 o'clock on Zoom, our health science teachers will be on. We'll be highlighting that program. The following week, November 19th, we'll be highlighting cosmetology. Again, very important to attend that virtual career night if you're thinking about cosmetology. 2 weeks later, on December 3rd, we'll be highlighting construction, machining, and welding. Those 3 programs will be highlighted on December 3rd. And then the last one will be on December 10th, where we'll highlight culinary arts and hospitality and the entrepreneurship advanced marketing program. All of those career nights are on Zoom. I know Mr. Green is recording this presentation. I also can email you this Zoom link, but each one of those virtual career nights will be held on Zoom beginning at 6 o'clock on those nights. And again, this Zoom link can be emailed to you, or it's also going to be included in a lot of the information. So again, going to the website, OSTC-online.com, there's a box that says apply now for the 21-22 school year. You'll go through several different pages of the application. They go real quick. On the last part, you'll submit that. That lets us know at OTEC that you're interested. It also lets your counselor know at Rochester High that you're interested. It does not guarantee that you'll be able to come to OTEC. It simply allows both counselors at OTEC and at your high school to know that you're interested. So again, OSTConline.com is our website. You can learn about all the different programs in a little bit more detail, but that's also where you would apply now for the 21-22 school year. It's an online application. And again, I know some of you have already completed that, but if you haven't, hopefully I provided a little bit more information that you now have a little bit more information that you are ready to apply, or again, waiting until one of those virtual career nights to submit your application. Okay, So at this time, Mr. Green, if anybody has any questions, either in the chat, or if you want me to cover something in more detail, I'd be happy to do that.
Well, thank you, Mr. Maddock. That was a great presentation. Right now, I do not see any questions in the chat. I do want to share, as a counselor who has helped students with OTEC for a very long time, these programs are great. A lot of the things that you get at OTEC, we actually can't provide at Rochester. So when it comes to things like programming, networking, we can't provide any of those types of programs. Even the AP classes for computer science don't go as far as they do in the OTEC program. Certainly those programs with welding and engineering, we can't do those types of things here at Rochester. I've had many students who have gone into OTEC even in their senior year, so that is also an option. Looks like we do have one question here. It says, if we missed a career night through a Zoom meeting, how would we find more information about that career path?
All right, great question. So even though some of the virtual career nights have already passed, there will be another one in January, and there will be one more in February that are going to go over all the different programs. So yes, 2 of them have already passed. However, there will be another one in January. Haven't got that date in this presentation, but there will be another date in January and one more in February that you are able to join. Those will be virtual as well. We also recorded both of those first 2 presentations, and so on this screen that's showing right now is my email address. So if you email me your question, I can actually email you the recorded version of those first 2 virtual career nights that we held. One of them, the very first one, has already been edited, so I can email you that link. The one from last week is still in the process of being edited, but we are recording those, so I could I could forward you the recorded version if you wanted to view that. Great question.
Thank you, Mr. Maddock. We have another question. Somebody has applied to OTEC using the online portal, but it won't let them go to step 2. What would you advise them to do if they're having any trouble with the actual application?
Yeah, so the main thing, if it's not letting you go to step 2, is just make sure that your email address is the same in both of those categories. Okay, you got to make sure and have the same email address in on that first part of the application, and you also just need to create a username and a password. But that first step is basically just your name, an email address, and then setting up a username and a password. So if it's not letting you go to step 2, just go back and make sure that you haven't typed something incorrectly in that email address line.
Okay. And you can see Mr. Maddock's email address. If you're having any trouble and you can't get past it, feel free to email him or email your counselor. We're happy to help you, because I can see that's the another question in there, what to do if after this presentation, what should they do? Always email Mr. Maddock or myself. I also want to share with you all, this is what the OTEC website looks like. So you can see right here where it says apply for the 21-22 school year. That's where you'll go in and create your account. All right, so it says apply now, and you'll fill in that information. We've also created a place in the Google Classrooms for 10th graders. So if you haven't been to your Google Classroom from the counseling staff, please go in and check us out. We've put in all of this information. Today's Zoom link was probably found there. All of your login information is there. So if you're ever looking to find more information about OTEC, you can always check your Google Classroom. You can check the Rochester Counseling website, and obviously go out to the actual OTEC website. So with that, if there's no more questions, we're going to end today's meeting. Again, thank you, Mr. Maddock. I appreciate you coming, and we look forward to having you actually back in the building.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your week.